Hello everybody, and welcome to Wallaby Racing League Tier 2. Tonight we are at Hungary in quali currently. So, oh, let's just get the telemetry up real quick. There we go. There we go. Alright. Who is going out? It looks like a Haas. Camillo, maybe. No, Coda? No, it is Camillo. There we go. There we go, now it cuts this camera. Yep, Williams is coming out. It looks like dry session, unlike Tier 3 had on Sunday night. It was full wet the entire quali and the entire race. So that's that's something for Tier 2 to be happy about. Looks like Camillo, Squash, Techie, Yuki Bear, Kamikaze, JTN, Salty Chips. They're all coming out of the pits now, but Camillo will be the first one to do the lap, so we'll see what he can do. Hopefully he can do something good. Oh, he's invalidated his outlet, but that doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright, well, we will watch Camillo for his first lap. Let's see what he can do as he heads down to the first corner, burning some battery. Braking at the roughly the 100-meter board. Second gear with DRS activated, burning some more battery. Let's go on board. It looks like it's double apex here. Held it nice, neat and tight through the first apex. On the second apex he runs a little bit wide, keeping some good momentum. Takes that pretty well. I usually shift there, but he's looking decent so far for a good banker lap here. Through the chicane. Hit the big curb on the left there, but it doesn't look like he lost any time. That's good, just lifting a little bit. And yeah, it looks like this is going to be a really good banker lap actually, I reckon. It looks decent so far, so... As he heads towards the final corner, burning some more battery just before the final corner, but out of the final corner, what is he going to hit? It's going to be a 1:14.4. Looks like Squash will be the next across the line. 1:14.4. Squash has to beat. Let's see what he can do across the line. If he can beat a 1:14.4. Pole for Wallaby Tier 3 was like 1:28 something, but it was in the wet, I'm pretty sure. So it was a 1:15.0. Who's next across the line? Salt for my chips. Here's a 1:15.2. So some Techie goes fastest there, and the McLaren by 0.04 of a second. Oh, Yuki Bear goes P1 14.3. Yuki Bear currently, pretty sure he's still the championship leader actually. But I will have a look. I will check for you guys. Yuki Bear is... Yuki Bear is the championship leader by quite the pot, but Carl Finisa actually goes P1. Carl Finisa's P3 in the championship. So, see if he can cook here tonight. Hoof in his banker lap there with a 1:21.9. I wonder what happened. Is he on another lap here though? I think he's actually on 2 flying laps maybe. Or 1 flying lap, 2 warm-up laps. So he's burning some battery here. That's who he can hit. I think he's on another lap. He's in hot lap and everything, so... Doing really good here. Looked like a very decent chicane through there. Kept it pretty tidy, I think. We'll go on board here. But he runs wide. Somehow doesn't invalidate, actually. Very surprising. That's alright. Into 4th gear. Runs wide again. Looked like he should have invalidated there, but doing pretty well. Hopefully he'll improve on his previous lap, which I don't know what that lap was, if that was a banker or sorry, another out lap. But he's going to actually not improve, so maybe he did invalidate then. Looks like he might have invalidated, but didn't show up on the minimap. Nope, he did. It just took a while to show up. 1470 hits for his banker lap. So, P9 currently, but looks like the Williams of JTM might be on a lap here. We can see what he does. Pretty good there through the S's, burning out of the S's. Lifting there again. See if he can hit something good here, JTM. Out of... actually no, he's boxing. Boltsaru has invalidated, so he might go for another one, or he pits. But yeah. Let me know if the audio is good as well, if the game audio is not too loud, hopefully. This is my first time doing a comms, but actually it looks like he's on a lap now, but he's getting a slipstream. So down to turn 1. Ooh, he actually runs a little bit on the grass and goes deep. Not the best of turn 1. Is that Shifty behind him? No, it is not. That is MJ Roller behind him. If MJ Roller is on a lap here, he's going to get a very good slipstream here throughout his lap. Looks like he's just within slipstream range. I mean, right on board with him for a second here. Looks like Boltsaru will actually back out of his lap. Going deep in turn 1. Must have been down. But, we'll stick with MJ Roller here. Looks like he's on a lap. Decent through the S's, the chicane there, sorry. Into the S's now. Shift to 4th gear. Take it flat through the left part, and then little lift into a flat right-hander now. He'll lift there actually, but it is possible to go flat. As he now decently, looks like he carried some good momentum through that corner on the mediums actually. Just realized he is on the mediums. So I wonder what he can do on the mediums here. I guess his banker lap will be on the mediums. But it's actually going to be P6 with the 14.5. So he actually hasn't done too bad there with the mediums, but Shifty on a lap maybe. Nope, he's in the pits. Kamikaze could be on a lap here. Is that purple sector 1 there? He's definitely on a lap. Is he going to get a slipstream from the Red Bull? But the Red Bull's actually gone ghosted through here. Oh, he's gotten a little bit swabbly. But oh, that could have been an invalidation there. That might have been an invalidation. Yeah, that's definitely an invalidation, yeah. Unlucky. Magic shots on his outlap. Firmly efficient outlap. Who's going to start a lap next? It looks like a Williams. Is it JTM? No, it's the other Williams. Where is he? No, that's just Kamikaze crossing his line, so... A Red Bull of Formula Fish will be the next to start his lap, pretty sure. As he burns a lot of battery down to the first corner here, out of the final corner. Let's see what Formula Fish can hit for the Red Bull. Oh, as he hits the curb there and gets a little bit swabbly with the rear. Probably not ideal. But I think that's Yuki Bear behind him on a lap. Stick with Formula Fish though for now. See what Formula Fish can hit on his first lap. So we see a lot of people in their out lap coming out of the pits now for their second flyer. We'll see what he can hit. Looks decent through these S's. Runs a bit wide there. But does good there to get a good exit. We'll burn some battery. Yep. Burn some battery here. Flat through there. Keeps it planted, which is very good of him. Down to 3rd gear. Doing very nicely so far. Let's see What will it be? I mean, this is his first lap. Most people will go for their second flyer though. Around the final corner he'll come now. Let's see what he can hit. It's going to be a 1:14.8. Now Yuki Bear's the next across the line. Yuki Bear goes P1 with a 13.9, putting 4 tenths on Carl Feniza. Currently pitting. Invalidated his second lap, I guess. Now we'll see here with the Williams, I think that is. That JTM, he just crossed the line, it is. Don't know if he improved. Who's next here? We got a Merc. As he hits a... Was he starting a lap, is he? Looks like he could be starting a lap here. Burning a lot of battery, so... Right, getting on that curb though. That does not look good. Might have unsettled the car a lot there, actually. 6 minutes... about 7 minutes to go to quali. Just under 7 minutes left in quali now. Actually, he goes purple sector 1. In none, though. Trying to regain some ERS for the rest of his lap. He's running out quickly, but... Oh, gets a little bit unsettled on that first curb there in the chicane. But it looks like he'll keep it pretty good through the S's. I mean, he's in none. So, I think he'll lose a little bit of time, but he's actually getting... Is that it? No, he didn't get a slipstream, I don't think, there. But he got a slight slipstream through that right-hander, which might be able to help him out. He's now down to 8%. He's got no battery left here to work with, but... It could be something good still. He's burning a lot. Keeping it in none though throughout the corners. Just trying to get that battery back up to hit a good time. Let's see what he can hit here. Hopefully something good. Out of the final corner. What's it going to be? It's going to be 1:15.8 still. Speedo. No, Roller, sorry. Goes faster than him. Let's see. Don't Coda might be on a lap here. No, I don't think he'll be on a lap. Magic Shot in the Red Bull has done a lap, I'm pretty sure. I didn't notice. But 1:15.9. See on another lap now, maybe. Magic Shot could be on another lap here. If he is, he did 2 tenths on his first time. I think he's on a lap actually, so let's see what he can hit. Down to 4th gear. As he hits the chicane. Very good chicane there actually. Very, very good chicane, but he runs... Ooh, gets that curb a lot. That would unsettle the car a little bit, but the second curb was amazing there. That was very good. Flat through. He's going to get a little bit of a slipstream from the Williams, it looks like. 8 tenths on his first middle sector, so that's very good. Oh, would that be an invalidation? I think that's an invalidation. Oh, if that is. But he's going to stick the lap out anyway. Let's see. I thought that would have been an invalidation. What does he hit, though? Does he improve? It is. To P19. Yuki pair currently on provisional pole here with a 13.9. People coming into the pits now, just the last few people. I mean, Yuki Bear does currently lead the championship here. While everyone's in the pits, I'll give you the championship order. Yuki Bear, 303 points, is Shifty a bit far behind with 238, but Carl Feniza catching up quite quickly with a battle of Oxacan. Let's see what happens. They are quite in the battle there. 198 for Carl and 192 for Oz. MJ Roller not far behind, 184. Kahoot P6 with a 161 points. Camillo 147. Wiftameef, I think that's how you pronounce that. Sorry if I got it wrong. 135 points there in P8. Kamikaze P9, 128. Zodzi, a reserve, I'm pretty sure, P10 with 112 points. Boltsaru 90 points in P11. Magic Shot P12 with 86. Techie P7 with Techie P13 with 77 points. P14 we got Poms with 68, as well as Squash Josh P15 on the same amount of points with Coda Reserve 4 points behind them in P16. Piastri goes 62 points in P17, as I think he's actually got a full-time, pretty sure, but I don't know if he's racing tonight. Pretty sure he did get a full-time seat though after his amazing performance in Saudi. I'm sorry, I already said that. Scoob, another reserve there, P18. Formula Fish, P19 for Red Bull, full-time seat, 42 points. Oof. In the Ferrari is P20 with 28 points. Dito, P21, with 19 points, who is currently P13 in Hungary, actually. JTM then in P22, just ahead of Lamb in P23, and 24 with Hato, 8 points. Okay. Yuki Bear on his outlap for his final run. Who is at a Williams now on a lap. JTM I'm pretty sure on a lap. I think he'll be the first one across the line. We'll ride on board with him for now. And let's see what he can hit. As we see, Wife and Speedo, I'm thinking, are on laps as well. A lot of people will start to do their laps now, though, so let's see what will happen here. A tenth and a half up on his original time, so hopefully he can beat Magic, would be his aim, I guess, or even improve by enough. Hopefully getting the P in the top 15, hopefully he could try and improve. So we'll see. With 53 seconds left, there's yellows flying everywhere. I think people are abandoning their laps and everything, but not doing too bad so far throughout his lap. He's looking good. Let's see what he can hit. Hopefully, like I said, I think he'd be hoping to get into the top 15 maybe here in this quali. Would be a little bit of an improvement, but it's going to be a 1:14.6, so he will be P17. Not far behind Poms and Oof. Still to do laps. So Speedo with a 1:14.1 beats Camillo, who's still on an outlap. I don't think he'll make it, so I think he would have aborted his lap. Yuki Bear, where is he? He's in the S section. Who's improving so far? Yuki, the current pole sitter at this time, with a 1:13.9. Now, Camillo, yes, he did not make it. Oof goes P2 with a 1:14.0. It's currently a Ferrari front row lockout. Left for dead, will be proud for that. I mean, it was a front row lockout in Tier 3. Speedo. Oof. Plugger just beats him by under half a tenth there. So it's a Ferrari 1-3 currently. Left for dead should be still happy with that. But it looks like Yuki Bear sets a new benchmark with a 1:13.8. Kamikaze 1:13.9 just had a plug it again. These are some tight margins here. I mean, like a hundredth will separate them. I think Speedo's still on a lap here. Nope, I think he's aborted. Carl Faniza still on a lap, I'm pretty sure. As we see Whiff retire. Carl Faniza coming into the final corner with a McLaren and a Red Bull behind him, looking for that slipstream, I'd say. Coming around the final corner, what can he hit here? Carl Faniza will come around. He won't improve, but it looks like Magic Shot will improve by half a tenth, and that is the order. That is cold from Ruth Magic. Oof. P14 for Carl. We'll get the collie, yeah? Yuki Bear, 1:13.8 for pole position there. That's all it took, I guess, with Kamikaze, Plugger, Oof in P4. Maybe he even is best qualifying this season. I haven't seen the others, but that is good. Father Techie, Speedo, Camillo, Whiff, Shifty, Oz, Roller, Bolsaru, Josh, Carl Faniza, Coda, Formula Fish, Solve for My Chips, Poms, JTM, Magic Shot in P20. He won't want to be there because, well, no one wants to be P20, I guess, but Someone's got to fill in that spot. The 1:14.9. Not what he was hoping for, but he was P19 in Saudi. Not last week, the week before last. P19. And he went to P9 to get some points, so we will see the strategies and what will happen in the race. 35 laps ahead of us is Ferrari 1.4. Kamikaze P2. We'll see what will happen. Hopefully it'll be some interesting here in the dry. Should be medium hard, that means. I think we'll see pit stops around lap 9. Which would be interesting to see what happens. Medium hard, you know. Hards last very, very long right now, so we'll see what happens, but yeah. Also, Maxi, just let me know if the audio is too low, just in case I can turn it up. Or anyone that's in the chat, that's fine. So we wait for the starting grid to form. Yeah, alright, audio. Yeah, I was hoping it should be good. I put it around just above halfway, so... Wait for the start lights, though, so we can see what's going to happen here in Tier 2. Hopefully Yuki Bear can extend his lead. Try and catch up to Aston Martin in the Constructors. That's what he was hoping for. As we hit 5 red lights, well, 3, 4, 5. Now we hit 5. Lights out. Yuki Bear gets a decent start, but I think Kamikaze's gotten a better start, maybe. It's pretty equal down here towards turn 1. He's going to pull ahead of Kamikaze now, who's getting challenged by Plugger, who's actually going to go deep, but around the outside he's going to be able to stick that. He will be able to stick that on Kamikaze as we see Techie ahead of the other Ferrari, Oof, and just behind the Kamikaze. Will we see more positions here? We'll see Oof being challenged by Camillo, hoping to get back up ahead of that McLaren here, though. Yuki Best still leads us, though. After turn 1, is that a move looking in the back there? With Carl. Doesn't look like it. Yuki Bear still leads, though. That was a very good start there from Yuki Bear and Plugger to take P2 there from Kamikaze. I mean, he went deep, but you have to make those moves into turn 1 on the start. I mean, I don't think Kamikaze would expect that. Kamikaze would not be happy with that start either. Yuki Bear leading us. Here. Still ahead. Techie in P4, ahead of Oof, who started P4 and now P5. See what happens. We'll see. I think DRS will be enabled now. On to lap 2. Looks like one very, very big train so far. But JTM actually pits, so he must have got damaged there. As we see Salt breaking that 1 second already, so he might not even keep DRS after the first lap here. We'll see them tyres. There we go. Everybody on the mediums except for Poms and Magic. Starting on the hards there. Doing what he did in Saudi, it seems. Starting in the hards, going long. It worked out for Magic, I think. Hards lasted long around here. He might have the pace at the end there to even make up more positions, so. But Yuki Bear will still lead us after the first lap, into the second lap. Controlling this race so far. We'll see what can happen here with the DRS. Will he be able to defend? Put some telemetry on here so we can see. Plugger and Kamikaze very close to each other. Techie might even be able to make a move. Oof, not far behind him. Heading onto the straight here. Techie might be able to make a move. Let's see, he's going to burn the battery and try and hit it. We'll see if Plugger can make a move. He's going to burn his battery. Not going to be able to make a move. Kamikaze won't. Techie won't. Oof won't. P1 Camillo will not. It doesn't look like anyone's really going to go from outrageous dive bombs right now. It is that stage of the race where you want to hang on for DRS. You know, keep them tyres in check and just, you know, wait for the moment to pounce. I mean, we have 35 laps here. Like, you don't want to really make any big mistakes. You know, you don't want to get any corner cutting penalties right now. You just want to keep it. I mean, looks almost like Kamikaze might even lose DRS here, so Plugger could even actually pull. I mean, 8 tenths, 8.5 tenths. What's going to happen? Everyone within DRS of each other except for P17 and P18. Oh, now P16, sorry. Kamikaze still 9/10. Plugger might even be burning the battery. I mean, Plugger won't be in any threat from Kamikaze even if he keeps DRS, so... Yep. But, oh, he's broken the DRS, 1.1 seconds now, so it's just the top two. Plugger with 5/10 now. Will he be able to make a move here? Burning the battery, using the DRS. Sitting in hot overtake and medium. Sorry, but he's going to use in hot lap. Will he go for a dive bomb? No, he will not, but look how close he is into the second DRS zone now. Yuki Bear. Gonna try and defend here. Got a lot of battery to work with, but it looks like Plugger not gonna go for the move yet. He's gonna keep it calm, collected, and wait. They've already pulled 1.6 as Techie. I did miss that, sorry. Techie did get ahead of Kamikaze here. Seems to be struggling. I mean, he started P2 on the grid. He got out-launched on the start, and he's now into P4 by lap 4. Techie could be pushing here to get DRS back. Would be optimum if he could. He's on the mediums as well as ahead, so they'll all be fairly equal here with their tyres, hopefully. As we see anyone back here making some moves. I don't think they are. I mean, just some little gaps starting to form now. 6/10 from Carl to Speedo. Don't think there's DRS threat there. I mean, Formula Fish has lost DRS. He is 1.4 now, so this is going to be another little train here with Josh, Boltsaru, Koda, and all that within DRS of him. He'll look to defend. He's got a lot of battery to work with here, but we'll have a look as Yuki Bear is on the straight though. A lot of battery. Formula Fish is left. I can't invite him. Someone hopefully will be able to. Maybe his teammate. That is unlucky, but is he going to go for the move actually? I mean, they both got a lot of battery to work with. Well, this guy's got 30. But we see Oof get overtaken by Camillo. He's off the track, actually. He's going to rejoin fighting Shifty. Shifty's going to be ahead. Does he go for another dive bomb here? Down the inside. Oh, that was almost contact. But what a move by Shifty there to go around the outside like that. With decent speed as well. That was very good move there. Formula Fish is back, luckily. Well, that would be really good. As Oz pits for hards already. So... is this just a very, very bold undercut we're seeing here? Did he pick up damage, maybe? Now, you can pit lap 5. You will make it to the end on the hards. It'll be hard to make it to the end of the hards. No pun intended. It'll be hard, but he should be able to make that. Looks like you're going to go for a massive undercut. I mean, the gap to the leader is 41 seconds, so don't think he'll be looking to undercut Yuki Bear currently. Hopefully, should be able to get back into the top 10 maybe with this undercut. But we'll see here. Plugger and Yuki Bear back onto the main straight. Formula Fish is left again. Is that some internet issues maybe? I don't know if we'll be able to get him back in. I don't have him added, so hopefully another one can invite him again. Will he make a move? No. Yuki Bear's JTM actually with a 3-second already, who picked up damage, I think. There's yellows. He's actually crashed. JTM has crashed down here in P20. Looks like he's okay. Maybe just a slight spin, but Yuki Bear's going to keep this lead, it seems, for now. Techie keeping the lead. Kamikaze right behind him. Camillo. All of them in a train. Shifty. Oof. Oof might be trying to pick up that place back now, though. He's got some battery to work with here. 50%. Bit more ahead of him. Battery doesn't seem... it seems pretty equal. I mean, Yuki Bear is controlling this race. Controlling his battery. He's... well, he is very fast, but... Is that a Red Bull that's crashed? Is that Formula Fish that's crashed, or is that Magic? It looks like Formula Fish did crash. Did I see his wing there damaged? I don't think it is. No, wait, no, that isn't. He didn't crash, he was just ghosted. That was Magic Shot then who crashed. He's lost his end plate. That is not ideal there. Magic has lost, actually. That might be an orange wing there for Magic. I think he'll have to pit. Well, he can't. So he'll have to pit for mediums and maybe go medium. JTM has retired. Is that on track? Is that going to be that's going to be a safety car? So that's really unlucky. I mean, Yuki Bear's ahead of the safety car, so is Plugger. Kamikaze gets ahead. Everyone will be able to pass the safety car, but people can start pitting now. Techie can pit. Salt will pit. Formula Fish will pit. GL Magic Shot should be able to pit here. Fix his whim, go into mediums. That is unlucky. Now, a safety car came out in lap 8, I'm pretty sure, for Tier 3. I mean, myself, Broadstar in the Ferrari, and I think it was Scotty who stayed out. on those intermediates, but I was ahead of the pit lane. Everyone behind me could pit. I ended up P12. So good for Techie indeed. I mean, yeah, he had the pace there, and he's just been able to undercut everyone realistically here. I mean, Yuki Bear will have to pit now for hards. They will go to the end quite comfortably, but this is not what Yuki Bear, or I mean any of them, but mainly Yuki Bear is the championship leader, and I don't think he wants to give any points up. Luckily though, his championship rival is in the same boat with a few pieces behind, so they'll have to double stack down at Ferrari. They'll double stack at Visa. I mean, there'll be a lot of double stacks here, but it looks like Ferrari shouldn't get impeded with the double stack. There's a big enough gap, I'm sure of it. But we'll see what happens. Formula Fish left again. Maybe some internet issues or something. I don't have him added, so I couldn't invite him once again. But yeah, we'll see a lot of people pit here with Plugger, Kamikaze. Yeah, I mean everyone's gonna pit. Look at that. Everyone is pitting now. So many people pitting. Techie. Yeah, I mean, looks like Techie's gonna overtake everyone. We'll see where Yuki Bear comes out, the championship leader. What can he do here? I mean, comes out in P1. Will he get overtaken? Will he keep the lead on Techie, though? He actually will keep the lead against Techie. So, Techie is undercutted some people. But not everyone. He's back into P3. So, he's where he started with hard tyres. Technically one lap old, but I don't think they'll have anything on them. But yeah, I mean, Yuki Bear actually keeps the lead, so Plugger stays P2 as well. That is amazing for Yuki Bear. He'll be able to control the restart and hopefully control the race with DRS won't be open immediately, so he could pull away depending on how well he can warm his tyres here. I mean, very, very hard to warm your tyres with the hards. Magic did indeed pitting for a new wing on the medium, so he won't be able to go to the end. But yeah, Poms also another guy started on hards. He'll pit for mediums. Formula Fish retired, so that's unlucky. Maybe that is his AI. Don't know if he got back in. Another DNF, so only 18 cars on track currently. But yeah, not what we wanted to see here. JTM, don't think he would have won a DNF like that. Formula Fish, guessing he had internet issues. Probably wouldn't want a DNF so far. I mean, not ideal. Magic gets promoted to P18. Everyone ahead of Magic on hards except for Poms on new mediums as well. He'll be able to get very, very good positions. I mean, if he can make it to the top 10 with these mediums and then pit again for new mediums, I don't know if he'll have the pace, but yeah, that's not ideal for Magical Poms there. They wanted to go long and the safety car came out early. Thank you for the sub there, Benno. Techie for the win. Yeah, he's in a very good position actually, P3 here. You know, with Neo tires, he's had a chance to rub them in, I guess, for a lap under the Delta, not on the safety car. But I don't know if he'll have the pace to go up against Yuki Bear or Plugger. They did have very, very good pace there with the DRS before once they broke away. Techie just couldn't get back in, but I guess that is F124 for you. The DRS is so powerful. It's just not even fair, but I think the safety car will come in this lap, so see what happens. Magic actually pits back onto his hard, so surprising. Poms didn't do that. I thought he would go medium, but I guess he doesn't want that disadvantage. I mean, he's technically made a pit stop now, so he can go to the end on those hards, but they will be worn. Now there's going to be another lap of the safety car, I'm guessing. Maybe for him to warm them up. So, yeah. It wasn't ideal for Magic starting on the hards, like I said before, or Poms. I don't think they would have wanted that, but, you know. That's just F1, you mean, you get lucky with safety cars or you get unlucky, but, looks like he didn't really do much there. He has rejoined the pack though, so I think the safety car will be in this lap. We'll get the notification up soon to let us know what will happen here on the restart. Yuki Bear will try to keep the lead. Plugger will try to overtake him, so yes, safety car is in this lap. As all of them warm their tyres, Yuki Bear will lift off the throttle, let the safety car come in, charge his battery to 100. Everyone will have 100% battery. Hopefully the hards will be warm enough for him to get a good acceleration here out of the final corner. We'll see when he goes though. There's quite the gap between Kamikaze, who will try to catch up hopefully. Just for that. There we go. As we see everybody oof in P8, who started P4. Not ideal for him. Lost 4 positions, but we'll see Yuki Bear now. He's going to put the foot to the floor, use the overtake button on the restart here. Plugger is going to be doing the same here, trying to get ahead of him. But it seems Yuki Bear will have the straight line speed. Plugger can't make a dive down the inside. We see Camillo looking for a move here. Will Speedo try and go for a move? Oof, didn't go for a move here. Yuki Bear keep the lead though. Very close Plugger is though. Techie already having a slight gap, 5/10 there. We'll see what happens with that gap. I mean, yeah. They might be able to break DRS, or even Techie could come along with them. Kamikaze didn't seem to have the pace on the mediums. We'll see what he can do now. Yuki Bear still controlling this race. He's doing very well. The restart was perfect. The start was perfect. He's doing amazing. He's controlling this race exactly how he needs to. He's controlling this race like a champion. So he's his championship leader, but he's doing very well. Magic shot though. Now back in DRS. Everyone in the sort of same boat with him on the hards. Obviously Magic having a little bit more tire wear. If Magic can keep this DRS, he might be able to slingshot himself up higher and higher. But yeah, I mean, it really wasn't ideal for Magic or anyone that started on the hards, but looks like Poms is actually on the medium, so he might be doing the 2-stop medium after the safety car down. P15 currently. Onto the straight, DRS enabled, lap 11. Will Plugger go for a move here? Oops. Don't think he will, but it looks like Camillo might be diving down the inside of Kamikaze. Yes, he is. I told you Kamikaze wasn't going to have the pace. There's slight contact there at the apex, but clean move there ahead of Kamikaze, struggling, who was P2 when we started this race. He is now P5, lost 3 positions. Carl Feniza got ahead of Oof, as we see there in the timing sheet. Oof is just falling away. I mean, doesn't look like he has the pace in the hards like everyone else around him does. He's gone wide. That could be a track limit violation there. But, yeah, I mean, Camillo, though, will be happy getting ahead. Plugger has got a 3-second time penalty. That is not good. He's running P2 in this race, you know, having really good pace to keep up with Yuki Bear, but a 3-second time penalty with DRS behind him, this could drop him far down. Long race ahead of us. We'll see what happens, though. Hopefully he can stay ahead. I mean, Kamikaze with the 3-second. So it seems people are struggling already here in lap 11. But, yeah, just Hungary is a very, very hard track with track limits, you know. Yeah. But DRS now, as we see, on the main straight. Magic shot might have crashed, I think, again, actually. He's lost 9 seconds. Is he going to go for a move? He isn't. Is Camillo or anything going to go for a move again? No, doesn't look. Kamikaze's going to stay now. But another dose of DRS here for Plugger. Will he be able to dive down the inside of Yuki Bear? No. Any more dive bomb down here? Doesn't look like a dive bomb there for MJ Roller, maybe. No, he looked and he tried, but yeah. Unlucky for people, those penalties though. See what can happen. Yeah. Techie now in a very good position. Stole from my chips in P16 with a penalty just behind his teammate there. Yeah. Magic just doesn't have the pace. Look at those tyres advantage, I guess, but not the rate he would have wanted so far. We'll see what can happen. Another safety car could bring him back into this. Caution, he's crashed. Magic has crashed. Will that be another safety car? How much has he lost his wing? He's lost the same end plate. Reversing back onto the track, yeah. He's struggling very, very hard. 25 seconds, yeah. Magic might retire in the pits now. I don't think he can get back into this race, to be honest, but we'll see here on to lap 13 with the DRS for Plugger. Will he be able to make a move again? He's going to be burning the battery. And once again, he's too far behind. Yuki Bear doing everything he needs to keep P1. With Techie 8/10s, he might even lose DRS this lap. The pace that they have is so very strong. I mean, Plugger, not close enough to overtake him, but doing very well to keep the DRS. And that's what you need to do, you know. You don't want to just, you know, dive yourself. He doesn't want to have contact. Just control yourself. You know, control your race. 7/10s to behind. He's not even in thread or anything, so he can just do this, but he does have the That 3-second time penalty, unlucky. Yeah, Magic struggling here. He might be going tier 3 next season. See what happens though. Yeah, could get him down to tier 3. Is that Plugger looking for a move there? He's looked at it. Yeah, I mean he could go down to tier 3, but see what happens. Could be too fast to tier 3, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, this is not the race he would have wanted. Italy wanted to forget. But, yeah. But he hasn't retired in the pit, so he's going to keep pushing. Oof gets back ahead of Whiff. He's going to keep quite the lead. Will Plugger actually go for a dive bomb? No, but look how close he is here. Too much eye racing for Magic, it seems. Will he go for a move here? He's going to got the DRS. Riding that outside curb. Could have unsettled that car there, maybe. Yeah. We'll have a look at some position changes here. So Plugger up 1, Techie up 2, Camille up 3, Kamikaze down 3, started P2 in the grid, so Shifty is up 3, Carl Faniza up 7 positions, started P14 is up 7 positions. He is doing very, very good. Oof down 4 positions, Whiff down to 1, Bolts are up 2, 5 positions off the Speedo, yeah. Magic is up 2 positions, but that is just from DNF, so yeah. Not what he would have hoped for, I guess. Everyone has made 1 stop, except for Magic with the 2 stops. Penalties there. 3 seconds for Salt, Plugger, and all of them, but anyway, we'll see now. On to the straight. Can Plugger go for a dive bomb? Is he going to burn the battery? He's going to keep it in medium. So very close into turn 1 here again, though. Can he just go for a move now? Could he just go for a move now? I mean, look how close he is. He's got the DRS, surely. Nope, he's not even gonna try. Techie, look how close he is. 3/10. Techie's sniffing. He knows what's up. He knows what he can do here. He just needs to sit back. Once Plugger goes for them dive bombs, Yuki will be forced to defend. Yuki will be forced to go deep. Or even Plugger. They will lose time, is what I mean to say to Techie. So Techie could go pick up the scraps then, depending on what happens. Sitting in none, I mean, yeah, he wants to get that battery back, I'd say. Defend against Camillo, who's quite close behind him with Kamikaze, not far. Very big. Carl in P7, not far behind then. Techie doing very well this race. As we saw, he was up some positions there. It's exactly the race that he would want, I would say. Hopefully, he can just continue. I mean, I don't know if he has the pace to win. Yuki Bear is a quick driver. Maybe even the quickest, but once again, it is a DRS for Plugger onto the main straight. We'll start lap 16 here, halfway through, just under. I don't think he'll go for a dive bomb. He could be close here. Oh, he's so very close. He was sniffing the gearbox. Once again, the DRS will be open again. Maybe he'll go for a dive bomb now. Will there be any moves at the back there? Doesn't look like it. All just keeping in 1 train so far. But not. Yeah. But we'll see what happens though. I mean, a long race still, like I said, just over halfway to go. I mean, you don't really need to make anything now. But yeah. Just see a little DRS train just formed from P8 and below. With 2.3. But yeah. Whoa, Plugger. 8/10 now. Is he gonna be? Maybe even he's gonna be on pressure here from Techie. Look how much battery he's gonna burn, but I think Plugger doing the same, yeah. Yuki Bear wants, yeah, I mean Yuki Bear. Look how well he is controlling this race. Shifty is gonna make up a place on Carl. Kamikaze is gonna follow. No, okay, sorry. He's gonna make a move on Kamikaze. Is what I meant to say. So, once again, we see Kamikaze struggling. He started P2, so could we be seeing a quality merchant? Yeah, I mean, he's falling out of the pace in this race, but yeah. as I'm pretty sure he is the team principal for Williams, so I guess he can't really yell at himself. Well, he can, but yeah. At least if he has a bad performance, he won't get got up by anyone, but well, yeah, Yuki Bear, like, the pace that he has right now is astonishing. I mean, get this man into tier 1. You know, this is absurd. I think I can see warnings, we can see penalties, but can only see penalties, sorry. I don't really have anything that'll show you. Camilo looking there. Carl Fineza ahead of Kamikaze. Wow, does Kamikaze have damage? Did I just see an end plate? No. Yeah, nothing, he can fight back. Techie out of DRS though, crucially for Plugger. Now, hopefully what Plugger can do, he won't be able to win with his 3 seconds, unless something happens, but what he'll be able to do is he'll be able to keep P2. Because the DRS is so strong, Plugger should just be able to pull with Yuki's astonishing pace. I mean, the fastest on track, I think. If we have a look, who has fastest lap? Not that one? Fastest lap, yeah. Wow, Yuki Bear fastest lap, and he hasn't had DRS yet, so led from lap 1, still leading now, even under the safety car. Could we be looking at a grand slam for Yuki Bear? Maybe. But yeah. Once again, 410 separates them. Maybe Techie, having a little bit of backing behind him now, knows he can go for a move and not much will be lost. I mean, and he just doesn't have the battery like Yuki Bear does. Battery's gonna save in the first turn, but the way he's... Camilo gets ahead of Techie now, because he didn't have the DRS. Bolts of Oof losing so many positions here, with a squabble on the end. He doesn't have the battery. With Boltsaru all get ahead of him. So Kamikaze lost DRS now. Too shifty. I wonder what happened there. That is not ideal. Now he can work with Carl Fineza. Ah, that's another 3 second for Kamikaze. That's 6 seconds now. Race is falling apart here, getting multiple warnings, multiple penalties now. Yeah, a weekend to forget. Yeah. But once again, Plugos ahead of Camilo. Techie might be able to go back ahead of Camilo maybe here now, because Camilo hasn't got DRS, but yeah. Not many laps to go. 15 laps after we start lap 20. 16, 15 laps now, depending on how you like it to say. Techie, is he going to go for the move here? On board. He just doesn't have the battery. Shifty could go for a dive bomb, but he's not. See if he gets the exit, though. Whiff ahead. Bolts, is he going to go back through? No. Yeah, he done has DRS. Shifty, close behind, though. Let's see what he can do. There's not real any good overtaking opportunities through here, so I don't think much will happen. Yeah. Very neat through that left-hander there. It's very fast, but it's very easy to get a warning on the exit. So, as you see, this gap starting to pull now to 1.5. Yuki Bear pulling Plugger along. Exactly what Plugger would want, not what Yuki Bear would want. Yuki Bear would love to just not have anyone in his DRS, but he's doing very good to defending like how he needs to for this championship. His championship rival is in P5, so this will be quite the point swing if Shifty can't make up the gaps. We'll ride on board with the onto the straight. Look how close he is to Techie. Techie just struggling now in this second phase of the Grand Prix, but still in P4, on for P3. We'll see what happens here. Will Techie be able to go for a dive bomb? No battery for Techie. As we see, Plugger looking for a dive bomb though. Ahead. Carl Finese are ahead of Kamikaze again. They're just gonna swap now, but yeah, 2 seconds ahead of the rest. Carl Finese with a 3 seconds, sorry. That is not what he wanted now. He'll still be ahead of Kamikaze, but because he has 6, you know, this is not what he would have wanted. Shifty, look how close he is, just grinding them gears. The durability of the Mercedes engine would be very good. Is that's GL Magic Shot, they're getting lapped as we see Salt for my chips pitting. Is that a retirement maybe? No, he just pitted for new hard, so I don't know what he's doing there. But yeah. Magic is getting lapped now. This isn't the race the Magic would have wanted, but yeah, I mean, something could happen. Still time for a safety car. I mean, yeah. Yuki Bear will lead us on the lap 22. Yeah, not much has happened in this race so far. Don't think Plug will go for a dive bomb, but we'll look at Techie here. Will he go for the dive bomb? Ah, he just backs off again. But it's not a good exit there for Camillo. That was so squabbly. Techie knows he can capitalize. He's not going to go for a move there either. So he's just going to sit back for now. But we'll see soon. The desperation will set in, but there's yellow flags. There's another safety car. Check the back. Did Magic crash again? What happened? Oh! Oh, it's his wing. Jeez, his entire wing is gone. That is a massive crash. Now that's a problem though, because look. Plugger with a 3-second. Kamikaze with a 3-second. Carl with a 6-second. Salt with a 3-second. Will it be pit for mediums now, or keep track position? This is the ultimate call that the drivers will have to make now. But we'll look at Yuki Bear, we'll see what happens with him. Because mediums would... yeah. They'd make it to the end, but they'd be quite dead. So they'd be faster at this phase. I think it is stay out on hards, to be honest. Keep track position. Maybe pit mediums for Magic, get fastest lap or something like that, but... yeah. We don't see anyone pit, I don't think. But we do see Techie pit. Is he going to go for that medium strategy like I just suggested there? I don't think it'll work. Techie thinks it will work though. We'll see what the McLaren pit crew have out the yellow striped tyres. Whoa, whoa, that's a lot of people pitting. Carl Faniza pitting as well. Medium tyres for them. Ferrari medium tyres. Kamikaze mediums. We'll have a look at all the tyres actually. Yeah, we see Techie on the mediums. Shifty on the mediums. Carl Faniza on the mediums. Oof, going for those mediums. Poms pitting for old used mediums. So Poms, I think we'll have to pit again. I don't think those will make it to the end now. Don't know what happened there. He won't be happy with that. Oz pitting for mediums, having to fix his wing, of course. Yeah, Poms pitting for new mediums, having to do that 2-stop. He was going to have to do anyway. But like I said, it was going to be that track position there for Yuki Bear, Plugger, Camillo, Whiff, Boltsaru, Squash, Speedo, Roller. But Techie, the first person, that McLaren driver, to make that call. To see if he can just have the pace maybe now. It looked like he was starting to struggle at the end there of those hard tyre stints. So, what will happen now? But 2 safety cars. Hungary, Wallaby tier 2. I think Saudi had 3 safety cars, so just one more. And we'll equal that. Yeah. We'll see what can happen here though. Oh. My game lags for a second there. 10-second for Coda as he comes into the pits. What is he doing? Well, he's pit now. Maybe he had damage or something, but he got a 10-second speeding in the pit lane. Oh, he's not going to be happy. I think he was in the top 10 with that as well before he pit. Yeah, that's not... 10-second is massive time penalty. For the amount of laps we have left. 3/4 into the Grand Prix. Yeah, I mean... that is not ideal for him, but... yeah. As my game has a little moment there. again. But yeah. Safety car be in this lap? I don't think so. I think they'll wait for the Hasa Coda to catch back up, who's actually he went on to his old hards. Alright. We'll see how that plays out. I mean, I don't think he'll make up any positions. Those mediums and everything will definitely be better by now, surely. Will the safety car be in this lap? Yeah, safety car's not in this lap. Alright, so can we see? Anyone have any predictions here? What's gonna happen? Do we think Yuki Bear will keep the lead? Keep the win here? I mean, he's led every lap. He's doing amazing. I mean, some would say glaze, but yeah, he's doing quite what he needs to. As we see Coda pit again, so well, no, Coda will pit, sorry. So would that mean Coda will go down to new mediums? Is that what he meant to click before, or is he pitting to try and serve a 10-second? Or fix some damage maybe? I don't know what he's doing there. He goes to new mediums. So, magic. I don't know what he's doing. Did he try to unlap himself? Don't know. But, yeah. The safety car, I'm pretty sure will be in this lap because got brake checked in the safety car. Yeah. Coda had to fix some damage then, I'm guessing. But 10-second for Magic. Is he just gonna retire now? Yeah, his race is over. I mean, he's lapped 10-second new median. What can he do? That's so unlucky there for him. Oh man. It just didn't work this time. The strategy he had would have worked, but safety car came out way too early. A safety car now would have cooked for him. He would have been able to go new mediums, and it's just, yeah, the hards, I guess, are just slipperier than maybe he expected, but I think we'll see the safety car in this lap. Let's see. Yeah, the safety car is in this lap. So we'll see if anything happens here. I mean, let's ride on with Speedo behind his teammate for the safety car restart and see what he will do on this restart. Can we see anyone making moves ahead of him? Techie on brand new mediums behind him, ready to pounce on MJ Roller with 17 lap old hard tires. Yuki Bear's gonna go out wide, but he's gonna gun it now. Click the overtake button. Plugger's gonna react, Camilla's gonna react, Whiff's gonna react, Bolzer is gonna react, Josh is gonna react. Is there gonna be any moves here? Let's look. Techie. Is there gonna be any moves? No one's gonna do anything. Techie's gonna go for a dive bomb. There's gonna be contact on the apex. He's gonna ride that curb, but he's side by side with MJ Roller now here. He's gonna try and go around the outside. Is he? Nope, the door gets shut. He's gonna dive down the inside. Yes, he is. Oh, no, he is not. The door was shut on him. No dive bomb there. That was so close to getting his wing torn off there. As we see Plugger still 2/10. Camillo right behind him. Camillo is ready to pounce for that second place on the track. He will get P2 at this rate with that 3 second that Plugger has. Look at that. He's ready to break later than him. Yuki Bear is still leading. Yuki Bear is doing very well here. Like I said, he's controlling this race amazingly. Like, wow. But as you see here, he's got a lot of batteries sitting in hot lap. You know, he's trying to. Hopefully, he'll calm down a little bit now. Father Techie. Oh, he's just got a 3 second now. So those medium tires would have paid off. But I mean, he's going to get ahead of MJ Roller now. He's actually going to make the dive bomb to Speedo into the final corner. Whoa, he's going to make moves. He is angry at that 3 second. He's going to do everything that he wants to, everything that he needs to get ahead, but I don't think it'll be enough. I mean, Shifty now following him through. Coda is retired. Is that another safety car? He's retired in the pits. Roller getting ahead. There's so much contact. Techie Had bad exit there. So he's going to get overtaken by Shifty. Roller's going to be down on his inside. There's so much contact. He's going to get pushed wide. 3 wide. Through goes Carl Feniza. What a move there by Carl. But it's going to be like 3 wide at the back here. With Oof and Oof, Kamikaze, Speedo. With Oof dropping down some places. It's going to be mad contact there with Speedo. But he's going to go down the inside here into the chicane. What's going to happen? There's going to be... Oh, that was an amazing move there on Speedo. Wow. This is some amazing racing here between Tier 2 tonight in Hungary. On the safety car restart, or just after, sorry. These moves. The desperation is setting in, knowing there's not many laps to go now. Down the inside is going to go Techie, it seems. On MJ Roller with those old hards. They're side by side now. There's going to be slight contact, but I don't think it'll do anything. No damage. And he gets back ahead. Techie trying to get ahead of Carl now. After his through goes Hamilton moment. It's going to be 2 wide ahead here. Everyone has DRS. They're side by side. We'll ride on with Carl, actually. We'll see what can happen. Is he going to go for a dive bomb? Carl! Ready for carnage. He's going to make the move on to Josh here. There's going to be contact at the apex. Nothing major. He's going to get another dose of DRS. If we look behind, Techie getting pushed wide. No battery. Door closes on him. Moving under braking maybe was... Would you say that was moving under braking there? That was very weird. Didn't hold his line there. Look at this though. He's actually going to go try down the outside. No. He's going to back off. Thinks twice about it. Josh on these old tyres now. Techie will need to get ahead. He needs his DRS on Carl. Look at how much he's having to lift there for what he's doing. But as we check back up with the leaders once again. Yuki still leading us. Plugger behind P3 Camillo, as we've gotten a nickname for him, I guess. Not P1 Camillo today, struggling to hold on for the DRS. Whiff behind him with DRS, but Shifty coming in hot with these new mediums. This strategy is slowly paying off, but we'll see what happens with the tyre wear towards the end. Could they get worse than the hards? 20 lap old hard tyres for Yuki Bear. They will be killing him right now. Can he make a move here? But he's gotten an amazing rung out of the final corner on here to Boltsaru. Not tucking for some slipstream. Trying to get the Merc slipstream, maybe. Bolts will go defensive. He's going to go around the outside here, but he's going to keep his nose in. Is there going to be contact? But Carl actually might be able to pick up some straps around the outside, getting pushed onto the grass now. Can he go around the outside? He's going to dive it. He's going to go around the outside. Will he be able to hold it? As we see Salt and MJ rolling in the pits for softs and mediums. Down the inside goes Carl again on Boltsaru with the 21 lap old hard tyres. MJ Roller now pits for Aston Martin. I think he'll try and get those, that fastest lap magic goes ahead though, so... I think he'll go for fastest lap maybe, or he got damage. As we see, Shifty now. With those new mediums, look at that gain through the S's, these hard tyres. Yellow's flags again as we see Josh has crashed, I think, or Speedo. Speedo has crashed, I'm pretty sure. One of them has crashed. Come back over here though to Shifty. Let's see what Shifty can do. Coda left the session. Shifty once again has honestly the best run here to get on the podium with these mediums and in DRS as one drug train. No, P3 Camillo has actually lost DRS. What a run outside the final corner once again on Carl Feniza. No DRS for P1 Camillo. Is it going to be 3 wide? It's going to be 3 wide. Nope, just 2 wide. But Carl, 4 wide. Carl. Is that Carl Feniza? Down the inside goes Carl. There's massive contact between Carl and Shifty. And we see P1 Camillo getting back ahead 1.6 now. Plugger, this is what he needs. Plugger needs this. The carnage, the desperation is setting in. They're 2 wide here. Bolts, Carl, and well, if he thinks twice about it, backs out. Wow, that was an amazing overtake there. That almost could have been. If he had been able to stick that, he's doing amazing. I mean, Carl started P14, I'm pretty sure. So what a drive this is. He is just... Wow. Got the pace here. But it looks like there's been another retirement there in the pit lane. Salt for my chips. Not the race he would have wanted, but... Yeah. Look at that tyre on the mediums. They will start to be setting in a little bit now. He'll be starting to struggle, I guess. As Oz gets a 3 second there. Down in P11. It won't drop him out of the points, but it will drop him down a position at this rate. Let's see this. Will Shifty be able to go down? We'll watch these guys. Shifty's going to get another amazing exit. Look at that exit he gets compared to him. Is he going to make it 3 wide again? He's going to get the slipstream. Is he going to go down the inside? No, he's going to go 2 wide with Camillo. He's actually going to go through. But there's a massive squabble on the exit there. For Shifty. He's now into P3. At this rate, P2, he's hit that well and gone deep, though. Not what he would have wanted. Camillo, look at these tyres. They're going to be dying. So, we'll see what can happen here. I don't know if he'll be able to fight back, but he has DRS, though. We'll see what happens. Shifty now leads that train. Any moves going on down here? No DRS for Oof, no DRS for Oz, Poms. They're all in their little trains now. Kamikaze, though, on the back with his new mediums of Boltsaru. The two McLarens going to be helping each other, I would say. Something going to be going down there in the McLaren pit wall. Could something happen? They're going to go ahead, though. Whiff is actually going to get dived down the inside by Techie. Forced off the track. Josh got a 3-second. He's going to push him out wide. No, but they're going to go side by side into the final corner. What is this contact? Whoa, whoa, what a dive down the inside there by Techie. But he's going to get a good exit. Look at that run on the hard tyres. He's going to get the slipstream. He's got the battery. Techie, no battery. He's going to go down the inside. Whiff is going to go down the inside with Oof and Hoof. Sorry. Oof going down ahead of Camillo. There's yellow flag. Is that Magic who's crashed again? It is. Looks like he doesn't have wing damage, but he's just not having an amazing race. The tyre's just not doing what he wants, I'd say, but... Oh, wow. This is quite the race it is at the end now. With only 3 laps to go after this one. What will we see happen here? Yuki Bear is going to still lead us. Carl Faniza wants that podium. But he's got the penalty though. So this honestly... Whoa, but Shifty's made his way back into DRS, has he? 1 second on the dot. 1.1. Can he get the DRS? He's going to burn the battery, hopefully. 9, 10s. Was that a lock-up though? But, oh yes, I think that was a lock-up. 1.1, he really wants that DRS. He needs it. So if my chips leaves the session... Come on, Shifty. Did he get... He got DRS. There is now 1 train from P4 to P1 now. If he can keep this DRS, this is amazing. It's also good for Shifty against Carl Finney's to help his defense. Obviously with the penalty as well. But Techie is going to get ahead of Camillo. Can Camillo get a switch back with those tyres? I don't think he will. Going to lose some bitches here. Whiff might even be able to go down. He's going to go down the inside. There's going to be contact. He's going to spin. P1 Camillo is going to spin. And that gives Oof the opportunity now and the DRS to try and make it up. But they're too wide here. Boltsaru. Turn around, go down the outside of Kamikaze. You know he can't make the move stick. Is that an M plate loss there for Oz? So picked up some damage a while ago, I'm guessing. But we'll have a look at this massive DRS train. Now with Magic, another 10 seconds for Speedy in the pit lane. Will he be retiring from the race? Will Magic retire? Or what is he going to do here? Put new softs on, maybe. Magic has put new softs on. Guess he's trying to take that fastest lap away. But doesn't look like there's going to be any points to the Red Bulls here. Carl, 8-10s back, struggling massively now. Techie could be on the back of him soon. But we'll have a look at this battle, though. Let's have a look there. Yuki Bear leads them. Will he go down the inside? Shifty, out for blood. Has this pace. There's only 2 laps left, so there's going to be massive desperation here. Not only for Plugger, but for Shifty and Carl Faniza to try and get back that DRS this lap. We'll have a look at this battle, though. Here from Shifty, getting a very good exit out of turn 3 into turn 4 now. Going a little bit deep, not carrying much momentum as a Plugger, it seems. But Yuki Bear controlling this race still. Controlling these 2 now. 2 people on the back of him, not just one. Not just one little DRS train, it seems. But he's had a moment in the chicane, but so is Carl. And Plugger, sorry, Shifty has. Look how close Plugger is now on the back of Yuki Bear, but he's got that 3 seconds, so this is a definite P2 for Shifty at this stage. But, yeah, unlucky there. Will we see any moves now? Down to turn 1. Can anything happen? Let's have a look though. We'll go down to Yuki Bear on the broadcast. Plugger getting side by side here. Getting ahead is Shifty. So now Shifty knows what he has to do. He's on for the win. It's the last lap. 1 DRS left, but he's had a poor exit. Yuki Bear knows he's going to burn some battery. He's on hot lap. He's going to keep ahead. Kamikaze, Oof, all going for moves. Oz, I think that is, got some damage there maybe. Had a little bit of a squabble there. Oof, just behind him. Struggling. Kamikaze started P2, now P9. What will we see happen there? Well, let's look at the leaders. Can Shifty do anything here? There's only really one more sector to go after Sector 2 to make a move in. No moves to be made in Sector 2, but look at this tyre advantage. Look how good he is through the chicane there. Yuki Ben knows what he got to do. Keep it calm and collected. Look how much battery he has. Calm and collected is what he singing like he is, though. Plug up just behind Carl too far. It's going to be a P3, P4 for the RB team. But look at this gap. There's only one more corner, really, to make a dive bomb in the last corner. But it seems, looks like it's going to be the Ferrari, the Scuderia of Yuki Bear, to come around the final corner and take the win of the Hungarian Grand Prix. He was P1 in qualifying. He's now P1 in the race, and he's gotten every single lap he led. He controlled that race exactly how he needed to, exactly how he wanted to. Magic got a fastest lap there away from Yuki Bear. So, Yuki Bear won't pick up the 36 points, but he'll get maximum points without the fastest lap. MJ Roller picks up a 3-second time penalty there, just before the finish line. That was an amazing race. What can we say? Yuki Bear controlled everything he needed to. Wow. Wow, that was a good race. Safety car came out. I thought he was going to get undercut, but he didn't, so he's done amazing to control that race. Like, amazing. That is the reason he is your championship leader. That drive could be one of the best. Driver of the day, Carl Feniza. Shifty may not win. You are correct. You led every lap there. You did what you needed to do to get them points. Unlucky that you didn't get fastest lap. Stealth from Magic Shot, but I think that was one of your good races there. That was very, very nice with Yuki Bear P1, Shifty P2. Plug rounds out the podium there. With Carl, Techie, Camillo, Bolts, Oof P9. Getting some decent points though, with Oz just behind him. Kamikaze, Poms, Josh Speedo, Roller, Magic Shot, Salt from my chips, Coda, from the Fish and JTM. 3 DNFs there. But yeah, that was a very good race there from you, Yuki Bear. Now, I will admit that was very good. A race that you would have loved. So, but our podium finishes were Yuki Bear, Shifty, and Plugger. That was really good. Wow. Just under 50 minutes that race. Very good win there. A lot of time penalties though. We see.